Elliot, the marathon season goes on, but the finish line is now in sight for pretty much everyone. With the news today that Redhill have been unsuccessful in their appeal, it crowns Whyteleafe as champions and pushes Redhill back into the playoff places. But that does mean for us we'll be facing Fleet Town here on Saturday. How's preparation been?
Yeah, look, to start, obviously, congratulations to Whyteleafe. Regardless of what's sort of gone on, they're a great footballing side, and I think there's been plenty of comments around that. So, for them to go and win the league and get to a Vars final this year, every credit to Kelly and Ennio and all the coaching team and players there. So, first of all, congratulations to them. Secondly, obviously, commiserations to Redhill, sort of from a players and coaches perspective. I know there's a lot again going on in the background, but I can definitely sympathise, and I'm sure all of our players can sympathise with the situation that they're in. So you won't find us sort of on social media crowing about that particularly. I think it's a really tough, turbulent and traumatic experience, and wouldn't wish it upon anyone. So I'm obviously disappointed for Jordan and his lads. And then from our perspective, it's been a difficult few weeks. Clearly, from the moment of it happening before Sandhurst, we had a couple of weeks off, then we got back into it. Then you had the Marathi. So look, it'd be lying to say it's been easy, but it's not been an easy sort of period for Jersey football, and it's now on us to be the torchbearers for that, to pick it back up and inject a bit more momentum into Jersey football after obviously a tough weekend with the Marathi.
Yeah, well, we saw you had been at St Clement's, and has that been similar for the last few weeks, obviously with the Marathi in between?
Yeah, look, this place isn't available for us. We can come and do an interview on it, but we can't play football on it. So, that's obviously it's booked up for Cup final season, which we appreciate. There's more football teams than just the Jersey Bulls in Jersey. So, that's been frustrating to not be able to train on the surface that you're going to be playing on. But every credit, St Clement's is in unbelievable condition. And again, I've said it in the last interview, but every thanks to their committee members, in particular James Beaumont, for giving us access to literally every area of St Clement's. And we had a team meeting down there in a fantastic clubhouse, which has been renovated recently, and really recommend those that are in local football to get down and support St Clement's where you can, because it's been a massive godsend for us. Without them, we wouldn't be able to train, we wouldn't be able to prepare at all for this playoff. So thank you to them.
We're looking at the playoffs. The rules denote that should the teams be level at 90 minutes, they'll go straight to penalties, no extra time. Is that something you've had to factor into training at all?
Not really. Look, the training's been difficult because you don't know who you're playing, you don't know what time you're kicking off, what date you're potentially playing, what date a potential final is if you get through. So to try and juggle everything, penalties been sort of back of the mind really. I think it'd be a tired game if it gets to a full 90 minutes and it's still level, because I don't think any team's going to be 100% sharp. But yeah, look, we'll probably go through a little bit on Thursday, but hopefully we can get the job done in 90 minutes.
Well, one of the big advantages you will have on Saturday, and potentially next Saturday should you get to the final, is it will be played here at Springfield. How crucial is home advantage?
Look, I wasn't bothered about playing away from home. We've got a great record away from home, but clearly with the option to play at home, a big support base behind us, it's important for us that we get on that front foot again. I think, like I said there, a little bit of momentum has been lost, not just in our season but then in local football as a whole. So for us to be able to hopefully come down, put on a big game, semi-final, regardless of how we've got here. If you'd offered me a semi-final at home and a final at home at the start of the season, I'd have taken that in our first year. So it's up to us now to sort of put the fans a smile back on their face and hopefully inject that in energy and sort of forward momentum back into not just our season but I think local football, which is probably feeling a little bit sorry for itself at the moment.
Well, speaking of the fans, we know that season ticket holders aren't eligible for this playoff semi-final, and that's due to the gate being split between Jersey Bulls, Fleet Town and the Combined Counties League. But for anyone on the fence about attending, what would you say to them?
Get down. Look, like I said, it's been a difficult period for everyone involved, so we need as much support as possible, and we're not sort of licking our wounds anymore. We're ready to go. We've known that this has been coming since we self-reported, so we are really, really ready to go at this point. And as much as preparation has been difficult, I'm pretty confident we can go and put on a good display. It's going to be a strange game because you'll have no away fans. I wouldn't imagine the prices to come over extortionate. Every credit to our sort of board for getting the game on and having those travel logistics sorted. So it'll be purely a home crowd, I imagine, which is obviously not great for Fleet. And we really need that partisan support behind us. We saw in the last couple of games that the atmosphere that it brings when there's something on the line, and make no mistake, there's plenty on the line here. Regardless of however we've got to this situation, whatever people think of it, the promotion's still at stake here, and these lads need you. And we've been through sort of a lot to get to this point. So please come down, support us, get behind us, and where you can, hopefully roar us on to two wins in a week.
Or if anyone looking to attend, tickets are available at bulls.je. Kick off this Saturday at 1 p.m. Good luck.
Cheers, thank you.
Thank you.